The mysterious new character coming to Marvel Strike Force was revealed a little earlier today on Marvel.com. Plus, was it a bug that was responsible for all these stealth buffs all along? Talking about that with Trevor in this video, so if you're ready, let's go smash it.
ValleyFlyin.
Hey, what's up all you Valley Maniacs? ValleyFlyin here. I am back. I am joined by my brother, MobileGamer / OhEmGee. What is up, my friend? How are you doing?
I'm doing well, or some people just know me as Trevor.
I know you as all three. It's kind of weird.
I think it's kind of strange, but I like Trevor actually more lately, so that's just the way it is. I don't know.
All right. Well, I am joined by my friend Trevor here, and we're talking about Marvel Strike Force. Some big things happening. I guess the first big thing just announced a little earlier today on the official Marvel Twitter account, and that is Mysterio. Mysterio coming to the game. And we got some footage here rolling behind me from the official Marvel Twitter account. What are your thoughts on Mysterio finally coming and finally being announced?
I don't know anything about the character, the lore, but I know that was one of the characters that was known to be in the movie. I guess it comes out on July 2nd, which is pretty exciting. And, the footage here, on the Twitter page, has things for all the other Marvel games, like Marvel Contest of Champions, Battle Lines. But in the Marvel Strike Force footage, you could see Vulture, Rhino, and Shocker and fighting with Spider-Man, and then Mysterio gets all huge. I don't know what that is. That looks really cool. I wonder if that's his ultimate or a finisher or something like that.
It's a very nice animation, regardless of what it is, right? It's looking nice. I think his animations are looking nice. We also got word of a huge bug that looks like it's been plaguing the game for at least 8 months, or whenever StarkTech came out. It looks like this was not good for the raids. You want to talk about what are your overall impressions of this? Actually, what this is for some people that may not know what has been going on over the past couple days.
Okay, you and I were both tinfoil hat conspiracy theory convinced that there were stealth raids to the bug. It's like you play the raid one day, and then the next day it's a lot harder, and your team dies, and you're like, I know my team. So what the bug is that when you go into war or into blitz, the computer, the AI, the other person over there has StarkTech. Now, when you go and play inside of some sort of PvE content, now this is important. We're talking about Ultimus 7, Fear of the Darkness, any kind of raid, or the Phoenix event, right?
Campaign nodes as well. Yeah, Phoenix
campaign nodes. It carries the StarkTech bonuses from the War and the Blitz node, unless you hard reset the phone. You have to force close the phone, and then I did it in my video. You can see the numbers jump around, but you're basically making your life up to 20% more difficult by not force closing the app. This could cost people Phoenix. It could cost people a lot of things. Spending cores inside of the raid, right?
The raid.
Fear the Darkness. My goodness. How hard is that, right?
Maybe this is where the beta raids and all these buffs have been coming from. I don't know. Now, there have been some real ones that they have said they've done some things in the past, but they haven't responded to a lot of these recent ones, and this might be why, right? Because they had no idea what was going on.
I'm convinced that it was a bug. I mean, because when you go into the screen, like when you hit exit and you hit view teams, it'll show the wrong team. Like when you're in a PvE node, it'll show like the Blitz team from the other node when you hit the view team thing. I mean, it's totally glitched out. And all I know is force close the app before you go into some significantly difficult PvE content to make sure that they're not getting any buffs from StarkTech on your last opponent in war and or Blitz. My goodness.
Yeah. Woo! That's a big find. So that was already found by MavetheGreat on Reddit. So thank you for finding this out. It's just huge. This is very huge. I wish we knew this sooner. I would have liked to try some of the older raids again, but I'm glad.
I feel bad for the people that did Fear the Darkness and spent a lot of cores on refreshing Fear the Darkness, trying to get Ultron. And where they were playing teams that are 20% stronger than they should have been. That'd been crazy.
Very strong, very strong. So this is huge. So I'm glad that this was figured out. Phoenix coming to the game. Now, I know you got your characters up at 6-star and are ready for that, for the entry, but they're recommending level 65, gear tier 11, and ability level 6. Are your characters ready for Phoenix from the gear and the leveling perspective?
Well, I'm purposely ignoring both my Hand Assassin and Nobu. I strongly detest those two characters. And overall, I'm not really a fan of any of them, to be honest with you. Like, right now, I have other priorities. You know, I'm trying to get Ultron. I'm trying to get my Brotherhood up and running. I'm trying to get my shield up and running. I mean, they are up and running, but, you know, further, right? Even power armor, right, has top priority over this. And then Phoenix, of course, right? There's so much stuff to work on in this game. Any of these 5 characters I do not want to be focused on right now, but if I had to choose Loki, Mordo, in that order, Ronin, Nobu,
you'd go Loki
Hand
first.
Assassin.
Mordo. Okay.
Yeah,
I would probably flip-flop them just based on where my characters are at. But yeah, right. Loki, Mordos, you should be building up anyway. But
yeah, I mean, they're definitely useful with Mr. Controller team, but there's 5 or 6 other teams I'd rather be focusing on other than Mystic Controllers at this point.
Totally agree. What do you think of these little rewards? You got tier 5, you got 5 red star orbs. Tier 6, 2,000 Elite 4 credits, and then when you go the whole thing, you get 3,000 more Elite 4 credits. Is that something you were expecting?
5 red star orbs means I'm going to get all dupes. 2,000 Elite 4, you know, that's, almost halfway to a guaranteed 4-star. And then, you know, tier 7 is out of reach right now because I think the requirement to do tier 7 is insane. I don't think I'm going to be able to beat that tier 7 even if I had the characters at 7 stars. I'm hoping that the next time around this event comes that we'll have a level cap increase to 75 and then I can boost the character up that way because it looks like the requirements and the difficulty for tier 7 is going to be pretty insane. It's going to be a very elite few number of people that are going to have a 7-star Dark Phoenix.
I'm hoping they add another villain Mystic Controller between now and the next event, so I don't have to worry about Hand Assassin.
Well,
or go one step further for me. Hopefully they add another character.
They really need to boost Hand Assassin and Nobu. They really do, because they said in their blog post back in August that they were not going to make us use useless character in legendary events, and they specifically called out AIM and Hydra, and they made a vow to boost those characters so they have more synergy or at least be useful in other parts of the game. And I'm going to make a strong case to say that Hand Assassin and Nobu are useless, even on the hand team. Specifically, Hand Assassin is not a... Hand Blade Master and Hand Assassin are like the worst 2 of the 7, right? There's 7 hands, right? So they need to at least be useful. Hand Assassin, oh man, I feel like I wasted my time. It's just a complete waste of time right now.
So, surprise! You got a farmer, though, if you want Phoenix. Let's move on. Last big thing, Ultimus 7. You guys did it. What are your thoughts on Ultimus 7? Fun, not fun? Rewards looking pretty good, in my opinion. I know you liked them, too. So what are your thoughts on this Ultimus 7?
30%, not hard, right? I felt like it was pretty fair, right? 60%, yeah, we had to earn 60%. You told me you went to 100% now. That's spending some money right there. But at least where we're at, the rewards were insanely good at 60% for us anyways. I thought they were very generous. And I'm looking forward to being able to play this raid more frequently. It definitely will force me to get my Minerva. I mean, give us some Minerva shards. My goodness. Minerva shards, Minerva shards. Can we get some Minerva shards in the chat? That's what we really need is Minerva shards, right?
We do. We need some farmable ones, not just the $30 for 50 shards version.
I'm not buying those. That is way too expensive. My goodness.
That's not even getting her to the next star, and it's $30. So it's kind of weird, but yeah. Ultimus 7. I thought it was nice. The 30% wasn't that hard. The 60% didn't seem that bad either, but going for that 100% was tough, and I'm not sure how it's going to be once it comes to level 75, and I'm not sure what the rewards are going to be, because they said for this limited time event, the rewards are going to be a little increased. How big of a drop-off do you think the rewards are going to see once this returns on a regular basis?
Oh, I can't speculate to what they do. I have no idea what makes them work or how they make their decisions. It's madness, if you ask me.
It's the money. It's the money.
Well, obviously, there's somebody there with a spreadsheet looking at all this stuff, or it's an AI algorithm that's monitoring our activities, that's calculating all the probabilities on everything. I'm sure, right?
Oh my goodness, that's a topic for a whole nother video. But yes, very tinfoil hat, and very real as well. So it's not just craziness. There's evidence. Thank you once again for joining me. Any other thoughts before we take off?
The hand assassin is terrible. Please,
I totally agree.
give me something for that. I mean, something, anything, or Nobu. Make Nobu's ultimate usable. Where it at least does damage or clears away the negative status. Something. My goodness, it's just trash. It's absolutely trash.
It is. I totally agree with you. Hopefully this team, it's a weird team. Hopefully they could manage to scrape out enough synergy to beat whatever they throw at us for this event. Because this is a weird team.
RNG!
Guys, this is a weird team.
Be sure to force close the app before you do the Phoenix event. My goodness.
You want to tell everybody where they could find you? If they don't know already, where they could find you?
I'm on the interwebs. I'm on YouTube somewhere. You'll just have to guess where I'm at.
All right, so type in Trevor, where do you find him? And that is where it'll be. So thank you once again. The real links will be down in the description, guys, if you want to check him out. And a lot of good stuff on both of your channels, so I'll put both links there as well. Anyway, thank you once again, and make sure you guys check out the BlueStacks link down below. Check out the links for Patreon and Valley merch. I will see you guys next time. Subscribe if you haven't already. Smash on that like button. Join the notification squad. Hulk fist bump. I will see you next time. ValleyFlyin out.